Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. And if you guys have already been subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. But if you've not, please take the time to subscribe to my channel. In today's video, I'm super excited because today I'm going to test out so many brands that I've never tested out before. And if I've tested out one or two brands before, I've never tested out those face products and the lip products from those brands. So I'm super excited, and you guys know how I get excited around makeup here. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. I do not have a new primer, so let's start off with the foundation. So for my foundation, the brand that I've never tested out is Milk Makeup. It's called Milk Makeup Flex Foundation Stick, and this is in the shade medium beige. I'm super excited to try this out just to check whether it's gonna be my shade, how is it gonna blend. Doesn't seem too off. I'm gonna first buff it out with my IT Cosmetics foundation brush. This definitely doesn't feel like a full coverage foundation. I would say it's more of a light medium foundation. Let me see how it blends out with a sponge. But I'm just assuming that since it gave me like a light medium coverage on the brush side, I'm expecting a lighter coverage with the sponge. That's how generally all the foundations work. For my liking, I would build it up a little more just because I can still see all like the freckles and the, the scars from my acne. So let me see how does it apply when I build it up. Yeah, so I can easily see it. I hope the camera is capturing it too. It's easily buildable, so that's good. So if you want like a light coverage and if you do not have like any problematic area, it'll be okay. But as you can see, I have a pimple here and it's catching on to the dry patches of the skin, which I do not like. But I'll just go over the sponge just to moisten it. I know some people really do not like that word, but just to give it a little more moisture to the skin. Now I do not have a new concealer, so I'm just going to use my ColourPop's No Filter Concealer, and I'm in the shade Medium Dark 32. Now to set everything out, I'm going to take, it's a new brand to my attention and it is from Smashbox, and this is the Cali Contour Smashbox, and the one that I picked up was in the shade Medium Dark. So I'm thinking this banana brightening powder I can definitely apply on under my eyes and on the entire face. I do have another bronzer and highlighter to test out, so maybe we might just only use that, but we'll see. So I'm going to take that yellow shade from the palette and I'm going to just dust it right underneath the eyes. This gives a very brightening effect, and as far as I can see, it's a very finely milled powder. So it's blending onto my face without any problem. And I'm going to use the same powder just to dust it all over my face too. So far so good. I'm really liking it. But I picked it out on like a sale price of 50% off from Smashbox. Do follow me on Instagram if you are not already, because I generally do tell all my deals that are happening, which I come to know on Instagram. So definitely do follow me on that. But it's a very compact palette. I really like the way it's like shaped. It does have like a bronzer, a face powder, two highlighters, I would say, one champagne and one more of a peachy highlighter, a contour shade and a blush shade. I personally feel it's an amazing palette. Let me swatch it for you guys. So that's the bronzer. This is the contour. A little more cool toned, I would say. This is the blush. A very terracotta rosy blush. This is the brightening powder, the banana powder that I just applied all over my face. And then the two highlighters. So this is more of a champagne gold highlighter, and this is more of that peachy highlighter. Now I'll see if this works out for me or not. I did go to TJ Maxx and I picked out this palette, a quad palette from Benefit Cosmetics. Now I have only tried Benefit's Professional Primer. As you know, that's my favorite primer, and Benefit's Precisely My Brow as my brow pencil, but I've never tried any of their cheek products. I thought this is an amazing deal. I picked this out for $16 for 4 shades. It has a very good size mirror, and it also has 3 blushes: the Dandelion blush, the Rockator blush, California blush, and also includes the Hoola bronzer. Now I was very skeptical from the beginning whether Hoola bronzer is going to show up on my skin or not. We're going to find it out together. Oh, it surely does. I like that shade a lot. I mean, it's good for medium skin tone, and it's more of like a caramel golden kind of a bronzer, which I really like, without like showing it to be like muddy. It's more of that caramel sun-kissed kind of a look bronzer. Now I just want to test out the other bronzer from the Smashbox palette also. So I'm just going to dip into the lighter shade, or should I go into the deeper one? Let's start with the lighter one. I'm going to take out that lighter shade. Oh wow, okay. I feel that's going to be a great contour shade on me. Do you see how it's a little more of a cool toned bronzer? So it's great for a contouring palette, which is what it is called. So this is basically great for people like me who have a little more chubbiness on the cheeks and they want to contour it out and to slim down the face. This really gives a great shadow onto the cheek. I want to give a little more glow to my face. So what I'm going to use is something from Laura Mercier. I've never tested out anything from Laura Mercier, and this is their OG Matte Radiance Baked Powder, and this is in the shade Highlight 1. I feel it's going to be really good, like a glowy powder. So I'm going to use it like that and see whether it does give me a good glow to my face or not. I'm just going to use it on my entire face. It surely is giving me that glow. See, if you can see on the high points of the face, it's definitely giving me a glow. So I feel even if you wanted to like skip the powder and you just want to set it like with a glowy powder, this is a very good option. I just want to set my face up, and for that, this is a new product that I'm trying out, and this is Rose Hydrosol Renewing Face Mist. Let me try that out. It's a very fine mist, and it does feel and smell like rose water. Okay, now let's just move on to the eyes and see where do we go. So for my eyes, actually this is a face palette. I could have used this palette only for the entire face, but I had a few products to test out. So I'm going to use this on my eyes and see if I can use it for something else also or not. And this is Ofra Cosmetics Pro Palette, and this is with collaboration with Wahida Khan. She's also a YouTuber. Let me show you the palette. This is one of the palette that I recommended to you guys for my top 10 palettes that is like giftable. And I did mention her code too. Her code is Khan20. If you want anything 20% off, it's an affiliate code for her. So just use wisely. If you want to use it, use it. If you don't want to use it, it's all good with me. So this palette does have 8 eyeshadows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is like perfect, I would say, because it covers neutral as well as like pops of colors. It has 2 blushes. It has 1, 2 bronzer. If you are for deeper skin tone, you can use this also as a bronzer. And it has 2 highlighters. This one is in the shade Sahara Dawn, and this is called All of the Lights. So basically it does come with like all the highlighters that Ofra has, and it also comes with like a huge mirror. I do have another product from Ofra, and it is their blush and highlighter duo, and this is in the shade Cameron White Beauty. Also comes with a mirror. Beautiful 2 shades. So the blush is in the shade Mai Tai Blush, and the highlighter is in the shade Rodeo Drive, which I was dying to try because I know this is the highlighter that's going to look beautiful on our skin tones. But let's just move on to the eyes, okay? Let's not jump the gun. So I'm going to take that matte pale shade and just run it all across my eyes just to give a base. Super excited to try Ofra Cosmetics, but I've always loved them as a brand and the products that they come out with. I really love it. So I'm going to take that bronzer from the palette and I'm going to apply that on my crease. Super pigmented. I'm just going with a very light hand. I'm also going to mix a little bit of yellow just to give it more of like a mustardy yellow shade. Now I'm just going to deepen up the outer corners with the deeper brown shade, the other bronzer in the palette. My AC just went on, so I'm really sorry if you can hear it in the background. Oh, this is such a yummy bronzer shade, man. It definitely does have a little more red to it, which is again super beautiful on like medium skin tones. Yes, here she comes with another halo eye, I know. I just love halo eyes, guys. I'm gonna take the deep brown in the palette and I'm gonna just put it on the outer and the inner corner of the eye. There's hardly any kick up on the palette when I'm using these shadows and it's blending beautifully on the eyes. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take back the fluffy brush that we were using. I'm going to dip into one of the blushes, the deeper blushes, just because I want to use a lot of shades. I'm just going to blend everything out. So mixing that pink with that yellow is giving me more of like a warm vibe, warm tone shade vibe. I'm going to take that deep mauve shimmer shade in the palette and I'm going to first apply that on the center of my eyelid. This is a very light sheen, nothing over the top. This gives like a wet mauvey look on the eyes. I'm just going to deepen the inner and the outer corner with that deep burgundy shade. Just give it like a more of a halo eye look. Oh, what a beautiful shade is that. Now in the center of my eyelid, I'm going to take that highlighter shade and I'm just going to pop it right in the center of my eye. Oh, it's such a smooth shade. I'm basically going to go back and forth with these shades until my desired depth is met. So once we have that, for my lower lash line, I'm just going to take that blush shade, the brown shade, and the deeper mauve shade. I'm just going to apply that on my lower lash line. Okay, just for my inner corners, I'm going to take that highlighter again. And I'm just going to plop that in my inner corners. Oh my god, how brightening is that? I'm just going to flick it off like towards my inner third, just so that the light hits that area. Now I'm just going to finish off my eyes with some liner and I'll come back for the mascara. Now for my mascara, it's another brand that I've never tried before and this is Grande Drama Intense Thickening Mascara with castor oil in it. Let me see how it is. I love the brush that it comes with. It's more of like that Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. So I have a feeling that I would like it, but let's see. And if you guys don't know, castor oil is really good for lengthening your lashes or lengthening your hair in general. Oh, I love this mascara. I can definitely see a lot of volume. I love it. I love it. Like my Big Shot mascara and my L'Oreal Lash Paradise, I really love that brush. And the formula is not that wet, which gives a little more of a volume effect. I I really, really like it. Okay, let's move on back to the blush. So because we've gone like mauve on the eyes, I am going to go a little more mauve on the blush side. So I'm going to take my Rocketeur blush from the Benefit Cosmetics Quad. This is a little more lighter than what I'm anticipating. So we'll see if this is really light. I am going to dip into my Ofra Cosmetics face palette. I think we'll have to do that. So for the blush, let's dip into both the blush shades from the Ofra palette. And then, oh yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Now for the highlighter, I was dying to try this and I will not stop myself using this, and that is from this blush highlighter duo from Ofra Cosmetics, and I'm going to take that Rodeo Drive shade. Do you see that? Do you see that? Oh man, that's intense. I mean, you do have Rodeo Drive in that face palette also, okay? So please, when I'm trying these products, I'm not telling you to go ahead and buy it. But I feel with that one face palette, you can do so many things. I absolutely love it. Till now, out of all the things that I've tried, I really love the face palette and that mascara. I really, really like that. Oh man, this is like blinding. Looks like a light bulb on my nose. But very, very smooth. It's, when I'm saying it's blinding, yes, it is blinding, but nothing that you cannot blend out. And I'm going to put a little bit right underneath my brows too, just to give it more of a lifted effect. Next is a super, super interesting thing. You guys would have known for sure. If you would have not, I'm hoping it's still on sale. Pat McGrath lipsticks, lip glosses, everything was on sale for $12. Originally retailing for $36 or $38. I picked out 3 shades. So I'm going to swatch all 3 of them and see which one suits this look the best, and plus a lip swatch kind of a video, why not, right? So let's start with, let me just open all these things. If you guys don't know, like the packaging is super fancy of Pat McGrath, and it comes with this string kind of a thing that opens up the packet, and then it comes out with the lipstick. And if you've never seen this lipstick in its glory, I mean, this is a stunning lipstick. It's an experience in itself. You know that you're holding a high-end lipstick when you're holding Pat McGrath. So I picked out 3 shades: 1995, Lavish, and Divine Brown. So Lavish is more of a Luxe Trance lipstick, which is more on like a sheeny side. But 1995 and Divine Brown is more of a matte trance lipstick, which is more on the matte side. So let's start off. I'm not applying any lip liner right now, just so that I can just show you the exact shade. So this is 1995. It feels like velvet. It's a beige, pink, rosy nude shade. I definitely feel if I apply this with a brown lip liner, this would complement the look really, really good. It is matte in appearance, but it is very creamy when I'm applying it on my mouth. So that is 1995. Now let's move on to Lavish. So Lavish is more of like a mauve brown lipstick. So I think perfect for everyday kind of a look. Super creamy. Oh, I think this goes really, really good with this eye look. Oh man, I really love this. This can easily be my like everyday kind of lip color. I really love those like mauve deep brown tones. And this is complementing this look. I'm feeling this. So this is Lavish on my lips. So I'm gonna say it definitely does stain a little bit on the lips. So that only tells me that it's gonna be super, super long lasting. The last shade that I'm gonna try is Divine Brown, which is a deep, deep matte chocolate brown. Oh man, I am loving the tones that these lipsticks are giving me. There's not one lipstick that I really do not like, okay? I loved all the lipstick that I tried. So this lipstick shade is called Divine Brown. But I'm definitely gonna get back to that shade called Lavish for this look especially. All of them were like super creamy to apply. It feels very, very nice on the lips. I absolutely loved it. Let me just finally set my face. I'm using my NYX matte finish Finny matte setting spray. Okay, this is a new bottle, so yeah. And that's my final look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video of me trying out the products and the brands that I've never tried before. I really, really hope that you guys liked it. If you did like it, please do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel and join my fam if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!